Okay. Um, I'm going. I have to start with always thanking God. I have to. Um, I have to. And as um, even if I wake up in the circumstances I'm waking up in, I have to be thankful to be able to see things for what they are, even though it's hard, and even though I'm being tormented in every kind of weird ways and disturbing ways and disgusting ways, I'm able to see this low life for what they are, and I'm thankful that I'm not living the life they live. I'm thankful that I'm not living a life where reality is no longer a factor, in the sense that uh, I distort so much reality. Personally, it's not like something's done to me to be distorted, but they live in a distorted reality that they create themselves, and they use these childlike people who call it their reality, and they're really childlike people. But the truth is, at least this childlike trash say their reality, knowing that to even though they say not to agitate me, you see these adults living the same way these childlike individuals who has purpose, and even though they don't say it, these trash, these kids and I'm saying these kids because they sound like children. I don't know if they are children. Are saying something that's truly what they believe. So I'm so thankful that I don't have to create a false reality and call it my reality, or live in that. I don't even have to call it my reality. These people are truly what what they live a fantasy of a falsified reality they themselves created to cope with reality. At this point, they try to vilify me in every way, as always. Like I said, I'll always make sure that when they live their reality, they know that they're living this false reality. Because the truth is, 2 seconds ago, somebody said, "Oh, it's abuse," and they still try to make me think of me as a kid and try to exaggerate what I did as a child. But the truth is, they know that I know they torture children. They know that it's over. Because the truth is, they work for a program where it's not even abuse is not even the right word. Atrocities. This is what they try to disorient me and distract me with me as a child doing the stupid thing, inappropriate, damn, impulsive thing of a kid that they have to exaggerate. Because they want to distract me from the reality of they actually literally torture children. And I know this shit. So they think they're going to distract me with this child impulsive, even though inappropriate, but still like childlike, that they have to exaggerate. Well, I'm listening to a woman talk about a child being suffocated by DoD weapons. And one, I'm going to let that happen. No, you are the one involved in a program where abusing children is happening. And it's not even just abusing, it's violating these kids, torturing them. So I always bring that up. So when we see each other, say abuse like trash, I know you torture children. You delusional trash. You think you're going to disorient me to forget what you guys do to babies? I rather be dying in hell and stuff. And it's funny, every time I bring the reality of what they do, oh, they change something. Oh, you're so small, you're gonna be raped and tortured. Like, okay, I get it. You want to move away from this. Because that's the reality, the real reality. Now, reality that you have this child like saying this trash say that in order to agitate me. Yes, the reality you're in is in a program where children are being tortured. So for me, I say that a million times. I know the power of words is true. Throughout my time being tortured and tormented, a lot of things has happened, not only just to me, but to others. Some of these others are people involved in this program, and I know it will happen. So I keep saying that every day as much as I can. Do not forget the reality, no matter how childlike these trash are, and the fantasies they put together. Matter of fact, I'm waking up from a dream. Like I said, they don't live in reality. Distorted reality is what they live off. I had this weird, disgusting sexual dream and it's just nasty in a sense. Well, it was not nasty as, listen, it's not the worst they've done. They've done this pedophilia type of tormenting and dreams that are disgusting. This was weird in the sense that they were trying to like get me. They were trying to like, and it's in dreams that they manipulate me to experience. Dreams, let me say, they modulate dreams, right? When you sleep, like they can modulate your brain to have dreams that they manipulate themselves, dreams that they themselves create. That's what I'm saying. They don't live in reality. They create their reality and then say and try to vilify you for what they've created in your dreams. And they try to even trap you, not even trap you, try to get you like within the dreams. I'm like, oh, he's so stupid. Where the dreams you're manipulated, but at the same, everything you experience in the dream is what they make you experience. And on top of that, it's just the trickery within the dreams. Listen, I had this weird dream that they manipulate me to have. They can modulate dreams. It's part of the manipulation. It's crazy. I was moving somewhere and I started living with two people. They were roommates. One was like some kind of like security officer. The other one was like a college student, something like that was living there, and somehow it's kind of disgusting too. And I'm not going to say the details, but somehow me and this college student started being intimate or something like that, and she was obviously like an adult, but she somehow like, but she was trying to like, at least in the dream, that's what it sounded like. It's like she was trying to like pretend that she was not an adult in the dream. She looks like an adult, typical college student or something like that. But in the dream, the perception was she was an adult, but she was trying to mess with me. And so we still had like sexual interaction. And this is like a plus size person, which is nothing wrong with that. And so we still were having like sexual interactions, and so we had sex and things like that in the dreams. This nasty stuff. And then finding out an STD, like it's just so disgusting. And like you see, proof. It was so disgusting. And then waking up like you see, she says like, I'm like, you understand that I know these are dreams that you guys yourself manipulate. And on top of that, like the perception you make me have in the dreams that maybe she's like this is the games they play. And then try to make you believe these things, as if like you see will prove them. This is the life this trash live on. Now, God give me strength for whatever horrible things I'm going to go through, because the reality of this trash, of what they involve, has been exposed over and over and over. They just manipulate everything they can to make you accept this false persona. They don't live in reality. Matter of fact, when I bring up reality, that's why they say these random things. I will be watching you. And this and that, you're gonna be tortured. They're not telling me this information for the purpose of me having that knowledge. It's for the purpose of me to start thinking about what these horrible things they're talking about, and to worry about what's gonna happen to me. All I can say about that is God give me strength to deal with this. But I know why they're gonna create a theater of torture. A theater torture. Because the reality, not their reality, but the reality, is to know that there's enough information to see that these people talking to me are working for governmental entities linked to the DoD. And there's enough information to show that the DoD and the intelligence community has had ongoing issues with pedophilia. Meaning the employees working there have had consistent issues indicating that pedophilia is a big issue over there, as in is a constant thing that's happening with child porn. There's a whole bill So you understand who's talking to you. The reality is being validated that they torture children. Testimonies of the horrible things they do to children using their Department of Defense technology to even torture children for the purpose of the result they try to acquire. That's the reality, that they not only abuse children, but they violate them in ways that you don't understand, physically and psychologically. And you have this trash who think I'm going to ever let them live their fantasy. When I know the reality of what they're part of, and I know that they abuse children and torture children, and this is why they are trying to distract me, to make me forget what they actually do to children and talk about me in middle school having to exaggerate what I did as a child to try to counter the reality of what they do to children. These bottom feeders, this trash. And I'm not even going to speak about women because Jesus, the things they do to women, they were trying to make me think of corny and this. I'm like, listen, what you guys have done to women and the stories, with corny, the stories have gone from me being a father to a boy that we had together, which is so embarrassing. Second, no longer that because me and her had was anal, and I'm sorry for the language. So the child was born through anal, and try to make it sound like they're doing it for her when they are here frying women's genitals to death. I will never let them live the fantasy. First of all, when it comes to me as a kid, you have to exaggerate that. You have to create an extra, you have to exaggerate this thing, and I will never listen to people. Listen, these people are always trying to stop me from speaking about what they do to children. But they want me to think about me as a kid. They have to exaggerate what I did as a child. So I can, the exaggeration is greater, so they can make it worse than the truth and what it was, an impulsive act of a child that they will never get to the point that they wish it was. But I know that they are here sexually torturing children. And even if this trash that interacting with me have not themselves participated in the torture of children, they've clearly understood that they're involved in a program where children are being tortured. Trash ass low life. They are coward low life that can speak to you via V2K with the almost like these fierce voices. But being seen, they know I will immediately associate with the torture of children. And when they say abuse, it's like, no, you wish I abuse. And when I mean abuse, I mean that, how can I say that? There was an article, right? And the article said the obvious thing. It talks about how children, especially certain age under 15 or so, at that age, there's plenty of things like they can do that's inappropriate, right? It's because of many factors, but impulsivity is a part of it. The mind of a child should never be compared with the mind of a man or an adult, of a woman, or like the brain of a child. The obvious thing should never be seen as like the brain of an adult. Nothing new here. The basic knowledge. These people have to be retarded, but they know the reality of things. That's their job. They're supposed to gaslight you into accepting this manipulation. And they clearly say you should never compare the developing brain of a man or an adult to a child, right? These two different brains. You got to understand kids are still in the process of developing. They don't know. So sometimes they don't know what's appropriate, inappropriate, or they have this impulsiveness in an age that they don't understand. So you got to see that as that. Now, they mentioned also that what would you consider sexual abuse is if there was like physical contact or something like that. Now, the reason why they like to say her hand is because they try to create physical contact, because the truth is, I, as a kid, did something to myself, and they try to change that. So for them, they're trying to change that into something else. Now, we're talking about me in middle school, 8th grade, 13, 14 years old, right? Child still, brain still, like, developing. This is an impulsive moment that never happened again. So they're trying to create patterns and falsify memories. But these people, and by the way, it doesn't even go there. Now they even go to the point where, oh yeah, when you did this on the forearm, that's a beautiful. Well, they are sexually torturing children. They are suffocating children. They are making these kids sick, giving them rashes, blinding them, making them sick in all different ways. They are burning them, all using Department of Defense technology. Now, this low life are trash that will try to counter reality. It's okay. When they talk to me, when they interact with me, I listen to exactly what they do to children. And I don't care if they themselves now did not participate in this in the torture of these children. But my point is, you are involved in this. This is what you do to children in this program. You know that very well. You're just trying to enjoy what you're doing, block out the reality of what you're part of, and create your reality that is falsified to counter the reality that you don't want to listen to. And you send these retards who thinks because they sound like children, this reality of the torture of these children is going to be countered. I'd rather get castrated. I'd rather get stabbed to death. I'd rather get starved to death. I'd rather whatever horrible things they do than having myself associated with something that does these things to children. To be involved in something that does these things to men. To be associated with something that does that to women. And to live a life that's such a cowardly, bottom-feeder life, working for governmental entities who have so much issue with pedophilia. There's a bill called End National Defense Network Abuse Act because they download so much child porn.